With the confirmation of official hardcore servers for Classic WoW, I have a couple of guides that I want to make in hopes to help you out in some aspect of the game. Today I have a cloth farming guide where I will show you my personal favorite locations to farm for different types of cloth. Throughout this video I will show you several locations for where to farm, and I will try to show you locations fit for both factions, so if one location is very much tailored towards Alliance, another one will then be tailored towards the Horde. Like a cloth farm in Westfall is obviously more favourable for Alliance, while one in the Barrens is more for the Horde. So, why would you farm for cloth on hardcore servers? Well, cloth is actually a really valuable resource that many people choose to farm for different reasons throughout their leveling experience. In the beginning, a lot of people farm linen cloth to be able to create the lesser magic wands and greater magic wands, as linen cloth is used within tailoring, and you can craft low level greens to disenchant and skill up enchanting with. Lots of people also farm cloth to make greens for the specific purpose of skilling up enchanting, regardless of whether or not that is to craft wands. Cloth is also used in first aid, which is a really valuable profession for many classes on a hardcore server where you only have one life. I believe it kinda speaks for itself why having first aid is valuable, but it essentially gives classes that don't have access to healing abilities a way to actually heal themselves. Even as a warlock, I burn through bandages to be able to use life tap more often for more uptime and less downtime. It is also worth noting that you can do cloth turn-ins with capital cities for reputation, and a first hand-in also yields a hefty chunk of experience. Now without further ado, here are some of my personal favourite cloth farming locations. Linen Cloth Farm number 1, located in Silverpine Forest. This one is obviously a little bit horde favoured, especially towards undead. Linen Cloth Farm 2, located in Loch Modan. This one is obviously Alliance favoured, specifically located in the Gnome and Dwarf area, and the Trogs over here are both all located in a very small and mobbed-on dense area, plus they also respawn very fast. Linen Cloth Farm number 3, located in Dormorrow. This one is pretty much the lower level version of farm number 2 if you want to farm your cloth before level 10, since the mobs here are level 8 to level 10. Linen Cloth Farm number 4, going back to the Horde. This one is located in the Barrens, and there's a lot of mobs in this area. Linen Cloth Farm number 5, heading back to the Alliance. Once again, a little bit of back and forth here. This one is a little bit different. In Elven Forest, a lot of people opt to farm linen cloth in the Fargo Deep Mine, aka the first mine you go to for these guys south of Goldshire. That being said, due to there being a lot of people in that mine, my personal favourite and personal location in Elven is actually the Jasper Lode Mine, which is the one marked here, located more to the east. Linen Cloth Farm number 6, you can't forget about the Night Elves, so this location right here is really good if you want to farm linen cloth as a Night Elf. Linen Cloth Farm number 7, not much to say about this one really, a regular cloth farm located in Durotai. And the last one, Linen Cloth Farm number 8, and the last linen farm is this one in Terracefall. After linen, it's time for wool, and wool cloth farm number 1 is the Orcsin Dun Algath, or the connector between Loch Modan and wetlands. This one can be especially good since a lot of the gnolls in wetlands are being camped by AoE farming mages. Now wool cloth number 2 is the actual gnolls in wetlands, which are often being camped by those aforementioned AoE farming mages. Woolcloth number 3 is located in Westfall, and while this location is a very popular quest, there's just so many mobs available here. Woolcloth number 4 is located all the way down south in the Barrens, and Woolcloth Farm number 5 is located in Stonetalon Mountains, and trust me when I say, you will never run out of mobs here. Woolcloth number 6, or Woolcloth Farm number 6, is horde specific, killing Dalaran mobs that are friendly to the Alliance, located in Silverpine Forest. Woolcloth Farm number 7 gives the Alliance a chance to get some payback on the orcs by slaughtering orcs in Redridge Mountains. And lastly, you have these two locations for Woolcloth in Duskwood. So, silk farming locations. You have two very good locations in Arathi Highlands, both of which are worth checking out. And this castle, or fortress I guess, in Badlands is also really useful. And another very low-key location is this one right here, in the Swamp of Sorrows. And I swear I never see anyone farming here. You can even combine it with killing beasts outside the circle if you have skinning. You can also farm for silk in Stranglethorn Vale at this location, both inside and outside the cave within the circle, and there's a lot of mobs available here. And the last silk location is this one in Desolus, where you are killing undead mobs. So now it's time for Mage Weave. Mage Weave location number 1 is this one in Ashari, a pretty good one, and especially good considering one of our Runecloth locations is located in the same zone, so you can naturally progress into that one. You also can't really talk about Mage Weave without talking about the Pirates in Tonaris, which can also drop map fragments to start a quest for more gold while you're farming. Searing Gorge is also a really good zone for Mage Weave, especially if you go into the Cauldron and enter the cave where you have tons of humanoids. In Ferrolas you have a lot of harpies in the northern part of the zone, which also drop Mage Weave. Fellwood is also a very good place to farm, considering it has two very different locations for Mage Weave, with different mobs both located very close to each other. And the last farm I personally use for Mage Weave is this one right here, all the way east in Badlands. Next up, Runecloth. These three locations in Ashara are my personal favorite locations for Runecloth. They can also drop Fellcloth, making them a very good farming location overall. That being said, if Ashara just is not doing it for you, you also have this place in the Burning Steppes where you have lots of orcs around this mountain and inside two caves on the mountain. Now if that's not enough, you also have the Lumberjacks in the Western Plaguelands, but you also have the Ogres in the Deadwind Pass if you prefer Ogres, or just a zone that isn't centered around the undead. Routing this all the way back to Fellwood one more time, you also have more Satyrs in Fellwood you can farm for Runecloth, located right here. And lastly, this location in Eastern Plaguelands. And in case you want to farm for something different than cloth, I have also released a gold guide for Hardcore Classic WoW, which is a 134 pages long gold guide containing more than 50 different gold farms, and it also includes how to make gold with different professions, plus the investments that I have personally used to flip 1,000 gold into 20,000 gold. You also get access to a private gold making community upon purchasing the guide, plus you get updates or future updates sent to you for free. You can also grab it for 50% off, aka half price, by using the code Solheim. But yeah, that is pretty much what I have for you today. Hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon.